Hi, I'm Robin from bibCorp Audio, and this is an overview video for the Modular Music Kit asset on the Unity Asset Store. After you bought the asset, you can import it from the package manager. When the import is complete, you'll have a new folder in your assets called bibCorp. The first thing I want you to do is to check out the documentation PDF. Here you will find information and contact links. The core of the Modular Music Kit is the music player prefab. It's designed to be drag and droppable into your scene and can be quickly set up in the inspector with a music file. This package includes some example music for testing, but the music player can play any audio file you've imported into your project. You also have the option to play a music track. This is a custom file type included in this kit. I will go over the music track in more detail later in this video. If you have the full version of Modular Music Kit, you also have the support for playlists, which is simple collections for multiple music tracks. Now when you run your scene, the music will play automatically. The music player prefab will automatically configure itself so it doesn't get destroyed when you switch scenes in your game. This allows for seamless music playback across multiple levels and loading screens. It's possible to set up multiple music players in the same scene. If you keep them all disabled, you can simply enable one of them when it's time to play music. You can do this through code or other methods. The first music player that gets enabled is going to become the master. If I then enable another music player, the new music player is simply going to tell the master to play a different track and then disable itself, so there's only one active at a time. If you prefer to not have multiple music players in your scene, you can instead control all of this from code. Inside of the examples folders, there's an example scene that visualizes how you can very easily set this up in code. If you open up the example code, you can see how easy it is to play music. All the code is accessed from the namespace bibCorp. For quicker access, you can include bibCorp at the top of your script. To play an audio file, a music track, or a playlist, use one of these three static functions. These functions will first check if there already exists a music player in your game. If not, it's going to automatically instantiate one and tell it to play the music. And if a player already exists, that player will be told to play this new music instead. Any active music will fade out before playing the next track. The music track is a custom asset that can be used to modify multi-channel soundtracks. You create a new music track by right-clicking in your assets folder and going to Create, bibCorp, Music, Music Track. If you have a soundtrack that has been exported into multiple audio files, for example, if you bought one of my Modular Music Packs, then all those individual channels can be recombined into one music track. This allows you, the end user, to make modifications to the soundtracks by modifying the audio channels or completely disabling the ones that you don't want. To make modifications easier, I created a scene that lets you preview your changes live. This scene is included inside of the resources folder, but it can also be accessed very quickly from the inspector of any music track. For example, if you listen to the included sample music in this kit, you can hear that after a while the drums start playing. If you like the soundtrack, but you feel like the drums are making it a bad fit for your current scene, you can simply delete them. This also allows you to create multiple different variations of the same soundtrack. Different variations can fit different moments in your game, and it adds variety to your game's soundtrack while still keeping consistent themes. This also allows composers to revisit old soundtracks and add new elements to their songs. A remastered soundtrack can have additional, optional channels that the end user can choose if they want to include in their existing music. I hope this was useful to you. If anything is still unclear, please check the documentation and see if you can find answers. And if you still need help, you can use the information in there to contact me. Now that you know how to use this awesome tool for modifying soundtracks, check out my music packs on the Unity Asset Store, links in the description. Thank you and good luck with your game.